Good morning, YouTube. I wanted to show you the new tires. These are the Dunlop Q3 Plus, and I just had them mounted yesterday. So I've only scrubbed them in a little bit yesterday, as you can see. I don't know whether you can tell, down to that point anyway. Scrubbed them in on a parking lot like this. And the tires that I had before are the Dunlop Sportmax 222. And these, the Q3 Plus, so far, first impressions, right? So they're just that. I don't have experience with them yet, except the little bit of riding I've done. And that so far tells me that they seem to be more precise, turning in a little quicker than the tires I had on before, even though I realize the other ones, of course, the profile changed as they wore, but my memory of those tires when they were fresh, these turn in a little bit quicker and more precise, like I say. Good feedback from these tires. I can feel them, you know, like when I'm leaned over, I feel them more than the other tires. So that's excellent. So according to all the reviews, they are quite a step up from the tire I've had, and they grip a lot better. There was a lot of changes from the former Q3s to these, the Q3 Plus. They changed quite a bit of it on the technology of the tire. They've kept the stickiness of it with the dual compounds, but they've increased the wear. So they say, by 20%. So you should get longer life out of them than those tires. So best of both worlds. I like that. They have a Kevlar reinforced sidewall on the rear. Yeah, quite the tire. They're made in the USA. One of the few tires that are, I think. So we're gonna give them a good shot on this bike, and they'll suit the type of riding I do. I don't ride in the rain. Maybe they'll perform okay in the rain. I don't know. I don't care. I don't ride in the rain, period, unless it's unavoidable. Then I'll just slow down good and proper. So dry weather riding, twisty roads, you know, a lot of twisty roads around here, and I enjoy those. So this is the type of tire that's really suited, I think, to this bike and to my riding. I could have gone with a less expensive tire, sure. You know, I could have saved $30, maybe $40 if I went with, you know, a Shinko. But for $40, and maybe I'll replace it once a year, for $40 a year, I would much rather have a better riding experience and grippier tire. So yeah, I think it's worth it. So I'm going to scrub them in a little bit more. I never ride right to the edge of the tire. You know, I think of these, they call them chicken strips, but I think of them as safety strips. So if you've got a little strip there, that shows you that you're not pushing everything to the absolute limit and on the road. Too many unforeseen things can happen to be at a limit. Okay, so we got a little bit more scrubbing in there. Not a whole lot more, but a bit. These tires, they heat up very, very quickly, I notice. That's another good thing about them. Just a few minutes of riding and they seem to be up in temperature a fair bit. So all is good. I got the front as well, of course. Switched them as a set. Let's get some riding in. It's pretty hot out, and it's only, what is it, 10:30 in the morning. It's going to be mid-30s today, which for you Fahrenheit people is in the high 90s, 98, that sort of temperature. Yeah, so I will definitely report down the line on how these tires work out for me. But first impressions, definitely very good. I notice when going around bends, they're, how can I put it, very predictable in how they handle. There's no surprises, there's no sudden tip in. They're very smooth. Like I said before, I realized the tires I'm just coming off of were used, and they had somewhat flattened out on the profile. But I do remember what they were like when they were fresh. And these are definitely better by a long shot. I mean, I can tell that already. The turning is much less effort and more precise, quicker, easier. Yeah, just totally a better tire. Well, I just stopped to take in the view here. Awesome as it is. But these tires, I'd say I would totally recommend them. But that's just based on completely new experience with them. But like I say, so far they seem like they're going to do the trick really well for me. And let's see how long they last. Like I said, I'll keep you posted on how these tires do for me. I suspect very well, but so far the Dunlop Sportmax Q3 Plus seem like an excellent tire. So the size I got, by the way, for this bike was the, on the rear, was the 55, was 180 55 R17. So I think that's it for this video. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day. And we'll see you on another one, hopefully.